Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. And today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Leader Class Prime Universe Dreadwing. His name is not Dreadwinger, his name is Dreadwing, that's right. But yes, very cool figure, very cool mold. I've always liked this mold, you know, I got the Skyquake version of the mold, and this Dreadwing is just very striking in these colors, in my opinion. But before we take a deeper look at this figure, we're going to show some various images of the packaging itself. So let's get it on, man, let's go! And here we have Prime Universe Dreadwing, who is indeed a straight recolor of Skyquake, because, you know, Skyquake and Dreadwing are identical twins in Transformers Prime. The only difference is the colors. The colors are different between the two, but that's basically it. And maybe the weapons are also a little bit different, you know, the design of the weapons. And that's it, yeah. Just the colors and the designs of their weapons. And so here he is in his jet mode, and it looks very good. It looks very, it's very evocative of the jet mode that we saw in the Transformers Prime cartoon, because as you can see, the bottom part of the jet mode is very, you know, it's a lot of undercarriage, but it's basically the accurate amount of undercarriage that the show version had, and yeah, I mean, it looks really good in my opinion. I love the dark blue here. Yeah, okay, don't get me wrong, I love Skyquake. I absolutely love the Skyquake mold, but I honestly like this version better. I like Dreadwing a lot better because of these colors. These colors are very striking in my opinion. Like, I love the dark blue here, like the silver, the gold, and everything. He even has those Decepticon symbols that he had in the cartoon, and that is quite amazing. I didn't think that this version of Dreadwing would have these type of Decepticon symbols, but Hasbro put them on there, and that's pretty accurate. That's actually accurate, so yeah, very nicely done. So yeah, all in all, it's a solid looking jet mode, and I really dig it here. So we have some 3 landing gears, so you can flip them up, flip them down if you really want to. They don't roll, they don't have rolling wheels, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Now, he does include a weapon of his own. He include his big bazooka weapon here, and inside comes with the sword here. So we have the blade that flips out, and it's done in a nice clear plastic. It's a red clear plastic, very nice. It's very evocative of the blade that he used in the cartoon. Very, I mean, design wise. And the light just died on me. Like, I don't know why the light keeps dying for some reason. I don't get it. There we go. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, the blade is very evocative of the one that we saw in the show. And this is his the cannon that he used in the show. And you can flip out this handle if you really want to. And there we go. And the light just changed color. Wow, it changed color. I don't know how it managed to change color automatically, but hey. But anyway, but yeah, it's very evocative of the one that he used in the show, although it's a little bit on the skinny side. It's a bit too small, a bit too skinny for my liking. That's my one main gripe with the figure. It's the weapons. The weapons could have been a lot better, but at least they are better than the lazy mech tech weapons from the original toy. At least these are not the mech tech weapons. So those mech tech weapons from the original toys, I've seen reviews and I've seen how they work, and yeah, they don't really work at all. So yeah. And another thing that this weapon can do is that you can actually remove the gun barrel. Sure, I mean, you can do that if you really want to, but I prefer not to, because it's not supposed to be removed, but it can be removed. I don't know why, but yeah. But anyway, let's do a quick comparison here. Let's bring in Skyquake's weapon, and as you can see, the base here is pretty much the same mold, but the gun barrels are different molds. You can see the Skyquake specific Gatling gun design here, and then Dreadwing specific big bazooka design here. So at least Hasbro differentiated the two weapons from each other, so that is a major plus for me. So there you go. Let's put this off to the side. And yeah, and you can store this in the cannon itself. So as you can see, right in here, you can see this opening right here, and you can see this is like cut out to fit perfectly in there. So just plug this in, and we just then we just plug this in, and this does store very securely on my copy anyway. So that's nice. And you can store this on the jet mode. There are ports everywhere, like here, 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 here. So you can plug, or you can plug this over here if you really want to. You plug this over here. But me personally, I'm just gonna plug this to this to the back port right here. So just plug this on. I don't know. I like a more centralized position for this weapon here. And you can store this underneath the jet mode. Unfortunately, only 2 of the landing gears can touch the ground. This landing gear cannot touch the ground because this is a bit too big. So yeah. doesn't really allow a solid landing there. So yeah. Anyway, let's remove the weapon, and we shall look at some size comparisons. And there you go. Here is Dreadwing compared with the other Legacy Prime Universe figures that we have gotten so far. We got Knockout, we got Prime Bulkhead, we got Prime RC, and Prime Skyquake. Man, I'm so glad that TFP, Transformers Prime, is getting so much love in the Legacy. RC loves to fall, doesn't she? But anyway, so yeah. I'm glad that Legacy is doing Transformers Prime stuff. That makes me very happy. The only figure that is really inaccurate here is Bulkhead. Like the other vehicles are quite accurate to the vehicles from the cartoon, except for Bulkhead. Bulkhead, not really. Bulkhead is he's just a brand new vehicle. He's not that vehicle that we saw in the cartoon, unfortunately. But it is what it is, you know. When you bring a character into the Generations universe, I think the design would change. So, but you know, these 4 don't really change their designs that much. But hey, but I'm still happy that Transformers Prime is getting so much love in the Legacy line, and I'm so excited to get the new Prime Universe Thundertron from the Legacy United. I'm very excited. You know, more Transformers Prime. Yay! So, alright, so that is pretty much it for the alt mode comparisons right here. Alrighty, so I think we're pretty much done with the jet mode. You know, it looks really good in my opinion. Oh, one more thing. This cockpit section can actually open. It can reveal some molded in seats and everything, molded in console and everything. So yeah, very nice. It can actually open. No figure can ride inside though, because this is way too small. So there we go. But yeah, love the jet mode. I love the jet mode. It's very striking, very striking. So oh yeah, and another thing to mention, I did show off in the Skyquake review. You can actually plug Needle Nose onto the jet mode. I don't really need to show it here because I showed it in the Skyquake review, so you already know how this works. So you can see those 2 tabs, and Needle Nose has those 2 slots on the bottom of his jet mode, and you can just plug it onto Dreadwing or Skyquake if you really want to. You know, hey, it's a nod to the original G2 version of Skyquake, where he can combine with another figure. So he can combine with another jet that's meant to combine with him. So which is nice, which is pretty cool. So alright, so let us transform Dreadwing into his awesome looking robot mode. So first things first, I want to take these sections here and just untab them and untap them, bring them forward, just like that. And I would like to flip in the landing gears as well. Flip in the landing gears. And we can untap the wings, like so. Untap the wings, there we go. And then we can deal with the legs here, so just rotate the legs down, like so. Rotate them down, like that. And just straighten up the leg, And then this section right here, this will come over, and there's a tab that goes into the slot right in there. So just plug this in, like so. Do the same thing on the other side. Just rotate this around. That will tab in, like so. Rip out the feet, and just rotate it around. And then is the forefront. There we go. And there we go. So now we got the legs all done. So we can just stand him up. And I need to raise up the camera, so I will be right back. Okay, so here we are at the top floor. I can see what I am doing. So now just split all of this, split all of that, split all of that. There we go. And you're going to rotate the waist to the side here so you get more clearance to rotate all this around. Rotate all this around. And then you're going to take the arms here and just rotate them up. Split the arms and rotate them forward. And there we go. So now, here is the step that confused everybody. So the instructions do suck. They do suck because they don't really tell you how to transform this thing properly. But I've done some research and I know how to transform this properly, and I figured it out, and it's quite easy. Now, first things first. First thing I would like to do before we do that step, I would like to take this section right here, just rotate them around, and just rotate this around like that, and there we go. Got that out of the way. So now we take this nose cone section here, just bring this out and slide the head forward. And now, what you want to do here is that you want to push this down on this hinge. You're going to push it down like that, so it looks like this. And then you can take this nose cone here, and this will come over like that. And then this will, you have to push this up even further, and it dupes into place like that. You can see everything is lined up the way it should line up. So now we can bring all this in, and there's a lot of stuff going on here. So okay, all right, there we go. All right, there we go. So now we can bring all this in, just like that. Now, bringing up the shoulder pads, get them out of the way. So now we have that going on. So now we can take this section right here, and there is a tab right in there that goes into that slot right in there. So just bring this up, rotate this up, and that will tab in right there. You can see now it tabs in the way it should tab in. So there we go. All right, so now bring this up also, and that will tab in to that slot right in there. And again, see, it tabs in the way it should tab in. So yay. All right, so now we can just bring this together, bring all this together, and plug this in together, and whoops, make sure everything is situated properly. Sometimes it can be a little bit hard to maneuver things around. So yeah, it's a little bit of fiddle factor going on here, but overall the transformation does work quite well. Make sure everything is nice and tapped in. There we go. Now we can just sandwich these two together. There we go. There we go. All right. So now rotate back to the forefront, and now we can slide this up and clip that into place. There we go. There we go. Everything is nice and solid. So there we go. So just bring down the arms, bring down the arms, bring this back, bring down the arms. And again, I really wish that this had some place to tab in, but oh well, it doesn't. It really doesn't. But anyway, so there we go. Let's just bring the shoulder pads over, like so. Bring the shoulder pads over like that, and then you want to straighten up the arms. Straighten up the arms. Flip out the hand, and flip out the panel, and that will tab in right in there. There you have an arm all done. Oh, a little bit of shoulder strain going on here. So just unfold the other arm. There we go, and then flip out the hand, and flip in this panel around, tab that in. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo, we are done. And of course the light has died on me, so I need to fix that light in a little bit, so sorry. But anyway, there we go. That's the gist of it. And there we have Dreadwing fully transformed into his robot mode. I'm so tired, people. I'm so very, very tired. But yeah, there we go. that is how you transform Dreadwing from jet robot properly. And yeah, and it's a very solid looking robot mode here. I'm really digging it. It looks very, very good. I love it. So let's get Dreadwing closer here so we can take a look at the head sculpt there, which is a very nice Dreadwingy head sculpt with the gold on the face. And if you shine the light behind him, he does have some very nice light piping, and his eyes do glow a nice red. Look at that. Look at that. That bleeding red right there. So that is quite cool. There's the Decepticon symbol on the chest, and again that same design from the wings there. Very, very cool. Very, very nice. And yeah, I mean, this mold is the only mold that actually looks the closest to the CGI model. I mean, this is, yeah, I mean, Skyquake and Dreadwing, they really look like their TFP counterparts. With a little bit of modernization here and there, like the chest section here. The chest section is evocative of the G2 Skyquake, so yeah. Yeah, again, you can see the backpack is now all flushed and all straight. So now everything just works out fine, so yeah. I mean, it was a little bit of fiddle factor getting this all together, but again, now we know how to transform this guy properly, in the proper way, not the way the instructions tell us. So, yeah. One thing I really wish that this figure did was to have tip the wings be on a swivel so I can actually rotate them down, because on the show, Dreadwing's wings are supposed to be pointed down, not pointed up. But oh well, this version has the wings pointed up, not pointed down. Oh well. A little bit inaccurate here, so. But still, I love this mold. It's a great mold. It's a very solid mold here. Very, very nice. Just, oh no, very, very solid. Looks good. Looks very, very good. So, let's talk about the articulation here. So the head is on a ball joint. I think so. It can rotate a full 360. It can look up. There we go. Can look down. It can use this slider hinge if you really want to. The shoulders can rotate. The arms can't really do a full 360 because all the wings are in the way. So that's a bit unfortunate. The wings, so the arms can move up that far, can move back only that far, and there is a ratchet joint here for the outward movement. So very, very nice clickety clackety ratchet joints there. So you have a nice bicep swivel right there. You do have a double jointed elbow, which is quite nice, and you do have a wrist rotation, and that's gonna make a lot of people happy. You have a waist rotation. You have the legs can move up that far, can move back only that far, and the legs can move out. Can do the full splits. Does have a thigh swivel, and there is a double jointed knee, which is quite nice. I like that. And there is a little bit of ankle tiltage, and the feet can move down due to transformation. So. Yeah, definitely wish the ankle tilts could be a bit more, but hey, at least he still has ankle tilts, so there you go. And of course, you can use this hinge to bring the arm forward if you really want to. And of course, the light has died on me again. Every time. I hate this light. I hate this ring light so much. But anyway, alright. There you go. And of course, you can position the shoulders however you want. You can position the shoulders like this, but I prefer to position the shoulders like this because that is the way it was in the cartoon. But yeah, there we go. It looks very good. Solid figure in my opinion. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now, of course, he can hold his weapons. So first, I want to show off the holding the sword here. So just flip out the blade here. And then you can see there is this long tab on the handle. So what you're meant to do is just you need to put it in the way that this tab doesn't get in the way of the hand like that. No, you're supposed to slide it. You know, whoa! Sorry about that, Dreadwing. There is a little gap here, so you're supposed to slide this tab through that gap. It's like a real section here. So just plug this in. And then you can rotate the sword around a little bit. Get a little bit of rotation there. But there we go. That's how he holds his sword. And now for his cannon, you can either plug this onto, have him hold the gun like that if you want to. But no, what I prefer to do. Let me take out the sword here. Take out the sword. And I like to do is just plug this back in. Plug this back in. And I'm just gonna flip out this other handle because he is meant to hold this weapon in 2 hands. So how do you do this? You just plug this onto one hand, then bring this forward a little bit, and then bring the arm forward a little bit, and rotate the wrist. So, and there we go. And we just plug this in, plug this into the other hand, if I can. Here we go. Nope. Nope. Can't really do that. Wait. Hold on. We got this. There we go. There we go. He's holding it. He is holding it in 2 hands. There we go. Woo! There we go. And you can pretty much just pose him however you want, like this. So you can just pose him like this and have him shoot some Decepticons. No, not shoot some Decepticons. I don't know what I'm saying. Shoot down some Autobots. If you want to shoot his fellow member Starscream, fellow mate Starscream. I don't think Starscream and Dreadwing were friends in the show. Because Dreadwing was kind of upset at Starscream, and he was going to kill Starscream before Megatron kind of killed Dreadwing for that. So yeah, Dreadwing was so close to becoming an Autobot in the show. Would have loved for him though. I would have loved for him to be an Autobot in the show, but oh well, it is what it is. But hey, at least this pose is cool. I love this pose. I really dig it. I really dig it. Yeah, at first Dreadwing. At first, I wasn't really fond. I wasn't really fond of Dreadwing's character in Transformers Prime. I thought he was just like a replacement of Skyquake. But then, as the show progressed, as the show went on for a few more episodes, like throughout season 2 and everything, I began to like him a lot. He began to become one of my favorite Transformers Prime characters. Like, I really love Dreadwing's character development in Transformers Prime. Just one of the best characters in the show, honestly. Just very well written, in my opinion. So, anyway, enough about all that. Let us continue on with the review here, and let us show up some various size comparisons right now. And there we go. Here we have Dreadwing compared with the other Legacy Prime Universe figures that we've gotten so far. So we got the Skyquake, RC, Bulkhead, and Knockout. A very nice collection here of modernized Transformers Prime characters, like reimagined versions of these Transformers Prime characters. And yeah, they look so good together. I'm loving these. I'm absolutely loving these figures. As far as my favorite Prime Universe mold goes, this is still my favorite Prime Universe mold. The Skyquake Dreadwing mold, still my favorite. Still my favorite because it's, honestly, in my opinion, it's the best Prime Universe mold that we have ever gotten. Bulkhead is like close second, Knockout is third, and unfortunately RC is dead last. But all in all, nice set of figures here. They're all fun to mess with, fun to transform back and forth, and very solid figures as far as I'm concerned. And I can't wait to put Thundertron in this set here. So alrighty, so that is pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons right here. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Legacy Evolution Leader Class Prime Universe Dreadwing. And there's not much to say about this figure. It's just Skyquake with a different color, but it's still a solid figure. It's still a solid mold in my opinion. The robot mode looks really good. The jet mode looks great in my opinion. The transformation, it works really well. It works very smoothly. It's fun. The backpack transformation can be a little bit hard to do, but it's not that hard. It's actually not that hard. It's not that fiddly, but here it was kind of fiddly. But I was never frustrated transforming this mold. I've always had fun transforming this mold. At least now at least now I know how to transform this thing properly. You know, not the way the instructions tell me to do it. So I'm glad I did some research on this mold, and I managed to figure out how to transform this thing properly, as you saw earlier in the review. So yeah. At least now I know. But yeah, articulation. It's a really well done articulation for this mold. So I don't really have that much to complain about with the articulation. I'm impressed that it has ratchet joints in the hips and the shoulders. So 2 thumbs up for that. I have 2 main critiques. I have 2 cons about this figure. One of the cons is that the lack of locking points for the arms. Would have wished I wish that there was more locking points to make the figure even more solid. So that's one con there. And another con is that the weapons are a little bit lackluster, because they're a bit dingy and small and skinny looking, and just no. He should have a big gigantic bazooka so that he can use it to make a murder attempt on Starscream. So yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. So yeah, I have 2 cons about this figure. So, but otherwise, I love this figure. I really love this figure. I've always loved this mold, and honestly, I actually like Dreadwing better than Skyquake. Just I love the colors way better than Skyquake. Don't get me wrong, I love Skyquake's colors. I love the green and everything, but the blues just very striking. Just very striking. So yeah, between Dreadwing and Skyquake, I prefer this guy. Prefer Dreadwing right here. So now I got this guy from Kaki Toy. That's where I got it, and if I were to rank this guy from a scale of 1 to 10, I am definitely going to give him an 8 out of 10 due to those 2 cons that I talked about. So he has missed 2 points, but 8 out of 10, good score for this guy. Solid figure, fun figure, and I'm very glad to have him in the collection right here. So alrighty, so yeah, with all that said, I would like to thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want more reviews like this, make sure to click that subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you will know when my new videos are up and ready, and there will be a link to the playlist. There will be a link to the Legacy playlist in the description down below, so that you can check that out if you really want to, in your own free time, for any reviews that you may have missed. So alright, so that is pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers Legacy Evolution Leader Class Prime Universe Dreadwing, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out to all one, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah!
Greetings, Transformers fans. My name is Alita1. I would like to thank you for watching JJ Prime Reviews. If you would like to see more reviews, live unboxings, or even tutorials on the channel, hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded on the channel. Thank you, and see you next time. Till all are one.